All right. 1 second. Oh no, where are my drafts? I saved one and I don't know how to get to it. I was like, what the hell? It's not there. It's not down there. Oh, is this it? No. I might be an idiot. Okay, you know what? That's not working. I'm gonna do it a different way. I'm just trying to make a Twitter post, man. Thankfully, I'm accompanied by some banger music here. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Three more seconds. Are we ready to go? Oh, gotta get There we go. Okay. Perfect timing. Let's go speak with Rial. Leaving dungeons, the cursor pops up on yes, but anywhere else I think it pops up on no, and it always throws me off. Pleasure is always, Menfina. You'll be escorting the commander to Old Daw, I take it. Actually, I had another task in mind for her. If you would be so kind as to repeat your report for her benefit. Right then. Me and mine have been making inquiries into the source of the weapons. What found their ways into refugee hands and a ways back. So happens we caught wind o' something promising. A rather large purchase o' sharp and pointy things by a black marketeer holed up near Highbridge. I doubt that this man would have... I cannot read, holy shit. I doubt that this man would have secured such quantity of weapons if he did not already have clients waiting, clients that for whatever reason would prefer this transaction to remain secret. Brings to mind that merchant what caught an arrow while talking to Menfina, don't it? Generous fellow he was, doling out swords and spears to the downtrodden and disgruntled. Which isn't to say these clients have the same mischief in mind, but if you want to be sure, might be prudent to intervene before they collect their goods, savvy? Seizing the weapons before they fall into the wrong hands would be for the best, obviously. However, if we strike at the appointed hour, we might capture the black markets here as well as his clients. What do you say, Menfina? Sounds like a good idea to me. Then it is settled. Rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at Highbridge, and intervene with when the exchange takes place. Now then, if you would excuse me, I must leave for Old Daw. I expect good tidings. Let's go to Highbridge. I don't even know where that's at. Give me some drink. Okay. Oh, it's in. What? Where is this? We teleport. I haven't played any of the story in like a week. I'm really happy to get back into it. Ilbert, my boy, it's been so long. Menfina, my scouts have been keeping a close eye on the black marketeer, and it would seem that his guests have arrived. It would also seem that he has hired more than a few men to stand guard. Common thugs of no consequence, but nevertheless they pose a threat. Even so, I feel compelled to apologize. This is far beneath a woman of your standing, and Commander Leveilleur needn't have dispatched you hither. But powerful men ever have need of loyal, able-bodied friends. Having found one in you, 'tis only natural that he would come to rely upon you without hesitation. Yes. So, right. Now then, we should make for the burning wall without delay and secure those weapons. The first unit will ensure that the clients do not escape with me, Menfina. With me, let's go. I can't move right now, so you'll have to wait a minute. Yep, there we go. Burning wall. Where? Back up. Okay. Over here. Okay. Hello. I spy the one man, but there are sure to be others. Wait, can I see him? I have a plan. While you approach the sentry and create a distraction on my men, and I will slip past and catch the black marketeer unawares. Once you've disposed of the thugs, wait for us outside the tunnel entrance. Any questions, then let us be off. Good luck, my friend. Good luck, my friend. I'm gonna make Mr. Ilbert proud. The mirror knights look really cool. I'd like to have an armor that looks like them. Hello. Who goes there? An adventurer? Damned fool, you should have never come here. Uh-oh. What am I gonna do? Oh, that's the one. There we go. He dead. Oh, God. What is this guy gonna do? I didn't even need all that. It's fun to hit buttons, though. Run, run, run. Oh. What is that? Oh my god. I want to fight it. Yeah, I'm gonna fight it. Oh. Bah! Bah! Oh, that's not good. No. Ow. This was a terrible idea. Yeah. Maybe not the best plan. Oh. Oh. Alright, bye. Don't do that. Okay. That's not good. Stand here. Shit. Oh, yep. You better run. That's what I thought. Don't come back. Don't come back. Hurry up. Hurry. Wait faster. Oh, thank God. Are you serious? No, Chocobo, come here. We have to wait until he's uninterested. Please come back. Okay, you know what? Come here. Yep. We don't care about him anymore. He's gonna kick our ass. Is he gone? Okay, he's gone. Okay. Oh, thank God. I'm waiting. I don't understand. What's this all about? Ah. What was that sound? Further down in the tunnel. Ilbert, how did you sneak past me? As you can see, this is a fine mess. When I tried to restrain him, he drew a hidden blade and lashed out, but before I could disarm him, one of my subordinates panicked, and this is the result. How foolish of me to underestimate the bastard and bring in it to end. I give up. And to bring an inexperienced recruit, Commander Leveilleur will be most disappointed. Damn it all, a golden opportunity wasted. As for the clients, though we know not how, they slip past our perimeter. At present, the first is currently tracking a party of Duskwhite Sellswords. We suspect may be them. Would that we could have enlisted the aid of the Immortal Flames and the Brass Blades. Alas, we're here to aid them. They are in no position to aid us. Well, at the very least, we've secured the weapons. Yet even that accomplishment is lacking, for the information we received indicated a massive shipment, and this is anything but. Thank you for the 2000 XP. I think it only costs like $1 million now. Yep. Ilbert, give me more XP. Oh, thank you. I will join the first in their hunt for the Duskwhite Sellswords. If the gods are good, we will catch them before they escape into the Black Shroud. In the meantime, I ask that you deliver these weapons to Ul'dah in my stead. Entrust them to the Third's UUAs. He will take care of the rest. So that's Olafel, right? I think that's Olafel. Where are we going? Oh, inside Ul'dah. We can walk there. Where is Ul'dah? If I were Ul'dah, where would I be? Over here, I'm pretty sure. I hope. Yeah, okay. Kind of see it over the hill there. Okay. If I'm lucky, there will be a Ethernet right next to it. Where is it? What? Oh. There, that's fine. If I go the right way. I do hope I'm going the right way. Yeah. Ah, the Warrior of Light. Ever reliable friend. To the Crystal Braves, you have my deepest thanks for your assistance in Kurthis. Now what brings you to us this day? I have a box! A gift of weapons from a certain black marketeer, courtesy of Captain Ilbridge, you say? Understood. Once we've cataloged the contents, I'll have them delivered to the Hall of Flames. This cannot be everything, can it? Riel stated with confidence that there would be a far greater quantity of weapons. A blatant falsehood, clearly real, is unfamiliar with the ways of old Dawn merchants who ever strive to present themselves as greater than they are. We should be thankful that this information was not completely erroneous, and that we managed to achieve anything of worth at all. So they just lie? It's still something worth celebrating, isn't it, Lieutenant? Besides, we've got more important things to worry about, like fighting those Garleans up north. There'll be no fighting if we have anything to say about it. Our orders are to stand watch, not seek glory in battle. If you have no further need of us, then I shall take my unit to Ceruleum Processing Plant. Time for the Fourth to earn their keep, eh? Fight well, Alianne. For the freedom of all! Yippee! Excellent work as always, my friend. Rest assured that the immortal flames will hear of your contribution until we meet again. Yo, Minfina, a word, if it please ye. Not here. Look for me at Sapphire Avenue Exchange. No need for whistling this time, don't ye worry. Hello. Thanks for indulging me request. I don't know why he sounds like a pirate, but we're going with it. Few places better than a market for privacy, I find. All the hustle and the bustle of commerce means most conversations go unnoticed. I'll get to the point. The Burning Wall. When you and the captain interrupted the exchange, what happened? Tell me everything, leave no detail out. Can't leave any words out if I don't put any words in. That's not quite how the first told it. The Duskwights were chasing. Latest word is that we lost the trail. But you never saw him yourself? Not before the fighting started, and not after? Something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it in me bones. He totally sounds like a pirate. He definitely sounds like a pirate. I'm not daft enough to be missiled by some merchant's drunken boast. Our information was reliable, goddammit. I know he purchased those weapons. As if I'd ever deciphered a moneylender's books, or had to follow a transaction back to its source. He's even got an eye patch. Did plenty back in when the Braves were getting started. Believe me, the commander wanted assurance that we weren't taking gil from the wrong sort of benefactors. Of course, these days the money flows like water, and the first and third get the shiniest new toys. Forgive me, friend. I have a lot on me mind these days, and I appreciate you lending an ear. Right then, best get back to it. I'm getting a phone call. Minfina, can you hear me? This is Tataru. What's up, Tataru? Your presence is urgently requested at the Rising Stones. Please come see me as soon as you are able. Okay. Lucky for you, I seem to have all of the time in the world ever. Mute for the train to go by. I'll get this control scheme correct one of these days. But it's not today. What's down there? Spooky. This isn't the entrance. The first, like, super special, like, big fate boss that I beat was this chimera thing up north of here. Oh, it's there right now. Gorgimera. I mean, if I named you, that probably isn't what I would have picked, but... yeah, I got the minion. I also think he looks sick. He looks so cool. If I could have him as a mount, I would. I think there's still one of these henchman dudes that I have to kill for my hunting log somewhere around here, but I never seem to find the specific one that I need. That reminds me of the big, like, sphere lightning thing. Reminds me of, like, the Raydal arena in Monster Hunter. Wilds, specifically. I don't know how it looks in other games. Oh, we got the whole gang here. What's up, guys? Alright, bye. I have that outfit that he was wearing. Tataru, what is the problem? Thank you for coming so quickly, Menfina. We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you, a most determined lady by all indications. Do I know this person? Whoa. Tataru seems eager to escort you to the Solar. Our guest is with the antecedent in the Solar at present. Let's not keep them waiting any longer, shall we? We're gonna get voices? Voices, maybe? Lucia. Wait. Yeah. I mean, that would have to be the Ishgardian. I wouldn't be Moonbreed, I don't think.
We have a guest from Ishgard who
Voices!
wishes to speak with you. I believe the two of you have met.
We have. I had hoped to speak with Commander Leveilleur as well, but I cannot afford to wait any longer. The Lord Commander sent me hither to request your aid in a matter of grave import.
You see now why I had Tataru summon you.
Now that we're all assembled, perhaps you would be good enough to elaborate on the nature of the matter which brought you to us.
But only if you're good enough.
The Observatorium's astrologians have sounded the alarm.
Lady, just say alarm. Who are we fooling here?
Last night, the Dragonstar burned with an intensity not seen in 15 summers. Not since the Dravanians engaged the Empire in the Battle of Silvertear Skies.
The northern sky doth burn full bright upon the Wormlord's call. The red behemoth beckoneth, and flame consumeth all.
The old Curthen rhyme, aye. The brightening of the dragon star is said to accompany the roar of a great worm. The astrologians believe that it was Midgard Soma himself who cried out on this occasion.
After an absence of centuries, the King of Kings did return to lead his kind against the might of Garlemald, only to fall in his duel with the Agrius, proud flagship of the Garlean fleet. Devoid of life, his corpse remaineth entwined about the Magitech monstrosity even unto this day.
Pretty sick story if we're being fair, and it makes for a really awesome set piece. I love looking at that thing every time I fly past it. I actually originally didn't even realize it was over there. I had seen the loading screen before I saw it, and I was like, oh shit, that looks sick. I wonder when I'm gonna get to that. I was flying right past it.
Ariange has the right of it. Whatever this alteration in the Dragon Star portends, the Great Worm has shown no sign of life. Tataru, have the Domans reported aught out of the ordinary?
Sorry for the delayed pauses. I'm trying to eat my food right now while they're talking. Why does Tataru always look confused?
Correct me
It's
if
so
I'm wrong,
funny.
but if Midgard Zorma had roared, wouldn't we have heard it here in Revenant's Toll?
That is what I was wondering. If the dragon that's like 10 feet away from us roared, we would definitely have heard it. But I'm assuming it's some like, it roared through the ether, like, I don't know. It's a dead dragon, so like...
Roar is but a figure of speech. Dravanians can communicate in ways beyond our ken. It is for this very reason that we are forced to look for signs in the heavens. We cannot say with any confidence that a great worm roared at all, much less that it was Midgard Soma. Only by directly examining the Keeper of the Lake can we be certain. However, it will take too long to gain the Holy See's approval to dispatch the Temple Knights. Therefore, Sir Emric would entrust this task to you. Do you accept?
Go talk to a dead dragon? Yeah.
We knew you would not disappoint us. Now, if you would excuse me, I must return and assist the Lord Commander. We have precious little time to prepare.
To prepare for what, pray tell?
When a great worm roars, his brethren cannot choose but answer. We prepare for battle.
That's tough, I can't even lie. We're gonna fight some dragons, that's what she's saying. Now, unfortunately... Oh. Forgive me if I state aught, which you already know, but I would... Hold on. I would ensure that you understand the nature of your destination. Yes. As Oriange stated, what we now call the Keeper of the Lake is the wreckage of the Agrius, former flagship of the Imperial fleet, and the corpse of the Wyrm, responsible for its destruction. Midgard Sormer. 15 years ago, as the next step in his campaign to subjugate Eorzea, Gaius van Balsar attempted to seize control of Mordona. So massive was his force that all thought his victory had foregone conclusion. But an unlikely ally came to Eorzea's aid that day, Midgard Zormer, legendary guardian of the Silver Tear Falls, burst forth from beneath the waters of the lake and led a host of dragons against the Garlean airships overhead. That sounds so cool. I want to watch that. In what would later become known as the Battle of Silver Tear Skies, the Great Worm felled countless airships before engaging in the Agrius. In the ensuing struggle, the flagship's ceruleum engines failed and it tumbled into the lake below, yet the victory came at a great cost, for the explosion which followed claimed the life of the Great Worm as well. That same explosion transformed Silvertear Falls into the desolate wasteland it is today, draining the lake of its waters and crystallizing ether for malms around. That means miles. Yet a remnant of the lake remains, and at its center, oh my god, a constant reminder of that fateful day long ago. In accordance with Sir Amaric's wishes, our Doman allies have been standing watch over the Keeper of the Lake. It would be wise to speak with them before investigating the wreckage for yourself. Be careful, my friend. We know not the dangers that await you within. Now then, let us not neglect our own tasks. There is much to be done and precious little time to do it. Okay. What I was going to say is, unfortunately, I've been able, for as much game as there is in Final Fantasy, I've managed to avoid spoilers for basically all of it. This is one of like 2 exceptions, being that we have to go talk to him in the thing. But that's literally all I know about the situation, is that we have to go do it. So, since they revealed it there, basically everything from here on out is still unknown to me. Just the fact that it has to be done. So that wasn't super surprising to me, unfortunately. Would have been sick though. I'm excited to see how they do it. What it's like. Because I heard that the story really picks up after a little bit. Like, I really liked A Realm Reborn, and then we got to the credits. But I heard it really picks up in this after story before Heaven's Word, and I heard Heaven's Word is really good as well. I'm excited to get to it. Because I also unlock the ability to get that Phoenix mount, which is kind of my ultimate goal right now. I want to grind and get that. It looks really cool. You're in luck, miss. I was about to send word to Revenant's Toll about the Garleans. Of late, I've seen small airships, likely from Castrum Century, come and go from the Keeper of the Lake, though I cannot say for certain at this distance. I believe they may be salvaging something from within the wreckage. The Castrum supply lines have been cut for some time, and I'd wager they're desperately in need of spare parts and other equipment. So it's true then, the Ishgardians honestly fear that the worm might rise again. Huh. Well, from here that seems rather unlikely, but if it's assurances that they want, you have no choice but to inspect the corpse in its entirety. Easier said than done, given the creatures which inhabit the wreckage, and the aforementioned Garleans who won't take kindly to your presence. They're sure to fire upon an airship, so I'd advise a more stealthy approach. Take this boat and a few of your comrades to the base of the Agrius, then climb atop. That's the only viable approach, I'd say. The Keeper of the Lake now accessible. Awesome. If I had literally anybody watching, I would invite you to play, but you're not. So, huh. Still gonna enter with players, because it's just better that way. Now we wait for 9 minutes. I want to look at these side quests over here, because I want to start unlocking more optional dungeons, so that when I do my daily roulette grinding, not doing the story when I'm not streaming it, there will be a bigger pool of dungeons to pick from. Soothe. Yep. Yep. I've done this quest many a time. I'm not ready to accept your quest yet. I've did part of his quest line. I've already done the first. I think that's a chain of 3 alliance raids. I already did 2 of them. Yeah. So how did I miss this flying past it? That's insane. Oh, our time went down. 7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I have to spare. Let's go. Hello, buddy. Get soothed, idiot. Huh? Oh, why did that work? Oh no! Oh my god, I about killed him. There we go. Another one. Get out of here. You're not what I'm here for. It's you I want. I think one of the main things that I'm excited for like later content is just the other continents. I haven't been to any of them. I have that now. Saint Koinak. It's moments like these that I don't really know what to do. I guess I could find a class that I have. Here we go. Just do some extra questing while we're waiting. Of course, when I'm in the middle of something important is going to be when this thing over here procs. We're less than 2 minutes away. For when it preferably procs. I think of all times that I've queued up, it has never hit on the recommended time. Except when I queue up as tank. When I queue up as tank, I literally get it immediately. There was one time I hit the button and it popped up, like... I mean, immediately, like I said. Let's become the greatest leather worker. She's gonna give us glasses. Ooh, he'll pay, I swear, by Louis Swall's beard. I'll tear the skin from his Menfida, it's good that you're here. Listen to this. An old Don merchant has set about blackening the guild's good name. He claims that some toad leather we sold him is, and I quote, of inferior quality. He didn't. Oh my god. You heard me. Inferior. The gall of the man. I swear to you, I would be the very soul of contradiction. What's that word? Contrition? If his allegations were proven true. But they just seem so utterly unthinkable. Why, he claims that the leather was unevenly tanned and still reeked of toad slime. It's clear that whoever made that leather didn't know the first thing about working with toad skin. Which means that there's no way in the seven hells that it came from us. Believe me when I tell you, Menfina, I'll be deep in the cold, hard ground before I permit such shoddy work to bear our name. The very thought of some two-gill hide mangler. Chill out, bro. Damn. Two-gill hide mangler claiming to represent this guild makes me want to... Ultimately, it doesn't matter that this isn't our handiwork. If our customers begin to suspect that our standards are slipping and that we are not showing our materials the proper respect, our good name will be lost and our many years of hard work will have been for naught. We cannot let that happen, though I am certain we have done no wrong. We need to make this right. We'll settle this with a display of authentic craftsmanship. Prepare a circle of high-quality toad leather and bring it to me for inspection. Understood? That's it. Do I have one? Oh my god, I do. There you go. That was really hard, trust me. This will do nicely, Menfina. You clearly understand the unique properties of toad skin and how best to harness them. Yeah, I have no idea when I obtained that. This leather is sturdy, flexible, and completely free of unpleasant odors. Awesome. There's but one thing left to do. Smack that stupid guy over the head with it. I want you to take this toad leather, march down to the car-lined canopy, and shove it in the Amar's face. Show the impertinent fool what real Finn ill quality looks like. Do I work for Gucci or something? Like, that time I accidentally got hired by Gucci and just... I want an umbrella. I'm just standing in the rain right now. Okay, where am I actually supposed to be going? That's not... Oh, Central. I can do that. I had a toy train. I have a baby. This is what I got from the Chimera guy. Whoa. Bro, this looks sick. Completely and utterly unacceptable. Shame on Finn Ill and their vainglorious claims. How could anyone call this rubbish toad leather? Sir, have one of these. About time one of you charlatans showed up. What is this, more toad leather? I demand a full refund, not more of your... Wait, this is... By the 12, I have never seen such exquisite toad leather. This would make an excellent belt or bag. Am I to understand that you are the producer of Finn Ill goods? And you bring this to me? By special order of the legendary Geva herself? What in the world is the meaning of this? I am most terribly sorry, good lady. When the merchant told me it was Gridanian leather, I naturally assumed that this Angrabotha was somehow affiliated with Finn Ill. I should have known that it was too good to be true. A fraction of the time, a fraction of the price, he said. Well, I certainly got what I paid for. I mean, I had never even heard of anger both of before, but everyone knows that Gridania is famous for. No more excuses. No more excuses. It is my responsibility as a merchant to evaluate the supplier, and my own damn fault that I purchased the inferior product. Ya damn right. Reputation is everything in this world, and I fear I have unjustly besmirched your guild. And yet, despite all that, the great Geva saw fit to fit me this exquisite leather. Though I have a reputation to uphold, this gesture cannot go unanswered. Yeah, now you have to work for us. Report to Geva. Come on, child. I love how if it passes the estimated queue time, it will go up, but it will go up to something that is still below the time that you're at. Oh. Look at that. Here we go. Comments. Hi! Oh my god, hi! This place looks sick. Let's go. Oh, their banners look crazy. Uh-oh. Somebody's not moving. Okay, there we go. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Oh, where are you going? Oh. No, our tank is dead, bro. They made it past one set of mobs. Where's my AoE? What did I do? Boom! Take this. Boom! Oh my god. So much damage. Hey, boss fight. Holy, what is this thing, dude? What the hell? What am I looking at right now? That's okay. Okay, yeah. That's kind of what I expected. Einhander. Peng Musta. I casted that so late. What is this? I don't know what I'm doing. It seemed to go fine. This fight doesn't seem that difficult. I don't even know what those are. Loot! What the hell? I don't care. I don't need it. Holy sh... I'll activate my my blood splat buff when we come up here. Okay, big guy. Use that. Hit him with one of those. Yeah, for the hell of it. The ground is fun. Gotta reactivate my buff. Oh, he's dead. I like the look of this area a lot. Okay, he's doing a thing. Oh. I don't know what I'm doing, but it is not hitting the correct button. Okay, I got it. Whatever. Oh, not me. Not me. $1,800. Oh, bad. I got him. I'm gonna go back across. Oh, well. It doesn't matter. I was gonna try to time my AoE to where it hit both of them. Really make a difference, though. Awesome. That was fun. Simple. Pass. Pass. Oh, but I didn't need any of that. All the armor I'm using right now is just use the tomes at the ironworks shop guy. What I can tell, it's the best. Best one right now. I don't know why I was having such an issue with that. Gotta figure it out. No, I just lost the thing. God damn it. Cutscene? Oh, cutscene. The forsworn promise will be
treadeth now upon my bones, and waketh me from slumber sweet.
Hello. It's me. I'm sorry.
Thou hast forgotten the face of thy Lord. Remember, mortal, and fear me.
I came up here to say hi, and the first thing you do is throw hands. Feels kind of unfair. You gave me an achievement, so I'll let it slide. So how does one like do it? I can just leave it right here. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of really confused right now. Hello. Oh, we have to kill these guys quick. 21, not that bad if it's anything like Balasar's fight. What? Oh, here you go. Get in! Oh, my bad. I didn't know it was going to be multiple. Okay, so that appears in the middle, the outside one. Okay, I just didn't notice it last time. That seemed way harder than it actually was. I guess tanked it last time. Oh, a limit break. Yeah, sure. Oh, that hit me. Let's go. That was fun. He's gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry, never mind, you're not that bad. Oh, they left. I love it when they do that. The Jackass Scout. Might be cool. Oh, I got 2 commendations. It's because I did so much damage. Cutscene.
By her gifts hast thou earned a moment's reprieve.
Talking about Heidelin?
Speak, mortal, and I shall listen.
Actually, I'm just kind of a fan of dragons.
Guided by a star. My people have heard the song. Ishgard shall burn.
Shall burn.
Sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. We do not forget. We do not forgive.
Uh-huh. Okay, that seems like, yeah, that seems like kind of a poor way of thinking.
7 children.
Holding grudges? I don't know about that
I
one.
sire. One now singeth of retribution. I rise to join in the chorus. Thou art powerless to silence us, mortal. Yet thou shalt not live to labor in vain. Thy reprieve is at an end.
Okay, you're kind of losing me.
Trickery is thy shield. This frail, ignoble creature is not gifted, but chosen.
Yeah.
Hearken to me, Hydaelyn. I remember
I'm assuming I'm gonna learn more about what he's talking about later on. Unless I already learned about it, which is... It has been a while since I played some of the story. Those are my infinity stones. Look at them and weep. Oh. What? What? No! I was just bragging about those. You can't take those. I opened my mouth one time.
Mayhap thou thinkest me an oath breaker. Thou art mistaken. If thou comest to harm, it shall be by another's hand, not mine. I did but strip thee of thy mistress's feeble blessing.
Okay. I picked up that much.
Thou didst profit much by her grace, but no more.
But he's gonna give me his blessing. Oh!
The covenant binds me to thee. I shall watch, listen, and wait. Fight and struggle, if it be thy will. Man hath ever coveted that which lieth beyond his grasp.
Every time I think I understand what he's trying to tell me, he says something else that just throws me for a loop again.
I drink of her body, and thence doth mine own find new life.
I drink of her body, and thence doth my own find new life. So, he's using, I'm guessing, Heidelin's power to basically, I guess, reincarnate? Or something adjacent to that?
When it hath grown whole, the loyal and penitent shall rejoice. The dragon song heraldeth our beginning and an end.
I have a cool baby dragon now, so worth it. But my crystals have no color. You may summon Midgard Stormer by selecting the correspondent entry with your minion. Oh, I got him as a minion. Okay, yeah, I thought that was him. And I'm assuming I'm right in that he's using Heidelin's power to come back. At least I hope I hope I'm at least in the ballpark. I was beginning to fear the worst. Were those explosions I saw? But you shouldn't waste time talking with me. Alphanod left this message stating that you were to return to the Rising Stones at once. Let's go then. That was a fun dungeon though. I mean, actually fighting the dragon was a bit weird because I think that was the first boss where it was like just a big guy and he was like stationary. But I got used to it pretty quick, so. Praise the 12 that you are hale and whole. I came as soon as Menphilia informed me of Sir Amaric's request. You have completed your investigation of the Keeper of the Lake, I take it? Then I would hear your report. Oh yeah, that shit was crazy, bro. Yeah, he was like a dragon and shit. Oh my god. You converse with Midgard Stormer. I swear, were anyone else to make such a claim, I would regard it with considerable skepticism. Are we to understand that the Worm Lord did not perish and has in sooth lain dormant these past 15 years? Less a resurrection and more a rejuvenation for he who dwelleth in eternity, years passing as moments. Though his words were ambiguous at times, you're telling me, man. I could barely follow along, it felt like. One statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song Ishgard shall burn. Clearly an attack is imminent. We must share this information with Sir Amaric immediately. However, we dare not divulge your conversation with Midgard Stormer in its entirety. Even to acknowledge that you heard the voice of the Dravanian is a grave but necessary risk, lest we forget men have been executed as heretics for declaring as much. For your own protection and for the sake of our tenuous relations with Ishgard, the truth cannot leave this room. As for how we shall present our revelation, Sir Amaric's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray remain here for now. I guess there wasn't anything previously saying that Midgard Stormer was going to be on our side. Because they kind of just approached us and said, yeah, he fought the Garleans way back when. We don't know why. And then now they hear him roaring again. Basically, go check it out. So I guess it's normal that I'm not too sure what to expect right now. I'm sure they'll slowly get into it, but I'm just trying to stay caught up here. Is there something you are not telling us, Menfina? You seem different somehow. 'Tis almost as if you are missing something important. Yeah, bro, the crystals lost their color. That shit was wild. 12 for Finn. Midgard Stormer stripped you of the blessing of light? Are you alright? How do you feel? Yes. I see. It is a relief to hear that you are otherwise unharmed. It beggars belief that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Well, he said something about like a contract or something. So intended, maybe? Heidelin knew she was losing power, and so approached him and said, yo, be the hero of light's JoJo stand for a little while. Because it seemed like there was some deal taking place that he had to finally hold up his end. At least, again, that's what I took from it. It beggars belief. Oh, I already read that. Midgardstormer made mention of a covenant, did he not? Yes. I really should just shut up and keep reading, huh? One of my ancient myths regarding Silvertear Falls states that when the waters came into existence, so did the Great Worm. Althik and Nimia, brother Time and sister Fate, decreed that Midgardstormer ever watch over the source from which all water and magic was said to flow. I wonder, what if this was the covenant of which he spoke, and 'twas not the gods with whom he treated, but Heidelin herself? Well, if he is watching over you as he claimed, mayhap you will have an opportunity to ask. Let us keep the matter to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly. I mean, being in a covenant with a dragon does sound pretty awesome. Yo. What? Art thou a pawn or master of thy fate? What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortal? Okay, bye. Let me take a drink real quick.
My friend, I can scarce believe
Voices.
you confronted the Wormlord and lived to tell the tale.
I did do that. I actually brought the dragon back with me. Call me Donkey from Shrek.
I give thanks to Helone for your preservation. It is our sole cause for gladness. Your encounter with the Keeper of the Lake served to confirm our fears. A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the two in Eorzea or any other.
Do I know the other one? Is the other one Nidhogg? Because I learned about Nidhogg from the Dragoon quest. I'm pretty sure.
The Dravanians are coming.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not
I'm
privy
pretty
to
sure
their
that's the other
exact
one.
nature. Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Can we just go there already?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different. And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened. I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises. I must away, but we shall meet again soon.
I must away. I must know.
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
The Ishgardians have warred with the Dravanians for centuries, nay, nearly 1,000 years. In all that time, not once have their enemies breached their defenses and entered the city proper. Yet regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, I nevertheless fear that the Ishgardians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. Though it was not Midgardstormer who roared, to call to arms by one of the first brood cannot be ignored. Until such time as they choose to request our aid, however, we can do naught but observe the situation at a distance and pray that our fears are unfounded. Ere I forgot, I believe Monbrita has requested a gathering of the Scions. I assume there has been some progress concerning our efforts to combat the Ascians. Pray inform her that our business with the Ishgardians is concluded for the moment. I shall be along since I've completed my communications with the Crystal Braves. You. All done with your talk of dragons? Wonderful, because Ascians are next on the menu. Let's head into the solar, shall we? Hello, everybody.
Now that everything's calmed down a bit, relatively speaking, I mean, I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon. I believe we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
Yeah, what she said. I'm waiting.
Just in case anyone's forgotten, let's start by reviewing what we already know. So, an Ascian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void. Therefore, the first step to permanently defeating an Ascian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that white auracite has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
I thought she said beans.
Which left the small matter of their extermination.
I love this, like, music piece so much. Every time I hear it, I just have to, like, stop and listen to it. It's so simple, but I don't know, dude.
Aye. To unmake an Ascian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst, or blade, of purest ether.
Right.
However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
We need a Star Wars collab to get the lightsaber.
Short of experimenting on an actual Ascian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of. As such, we don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether. Hang on a minute. Why didn't we think of this before? White auracite can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
So we actually did think of this before. She'll say it.
Please tell me you're joking. God's sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that white auracite cannot store ether for long periods?
Thank you. I didn't even have to say anything.
Being intangible matter, ether is given to dispersion. Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
Ida, this will be on the test.
Right, yes. It's all coming back to me.
So our hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Lamentsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian's soul? Or still more?
I'll probably just end up summoning it and then
I do not envy the
it.
poor sod who has to lug all of that around, on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
That's the very problem we set out to solve. And I reckon we've found the answer. If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source. And the only viable source is the land.
What if we did like a mini version of whatever was in the opening cutscene against Bahamut? I guess that didn't work though. So maybe that wouldn't be a great idea.
If you mean to tap the Great River of Ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona.
Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river
So
when there
bright.
are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land? Aye, I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
While corrupted crystals are indeed abundant, there is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar? A malm away, say? If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea.
Uh-huh.
I've yet to put my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
No objections here.
If you think it worth your while, you have my blessing. But tell us, what are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
I thought you might say that, but no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do they? I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out. Thing is, the profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether. Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
May I suggest northern Thanalan? There you will find corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart. Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
I feel like every time the Scions meet up, this guy is standing right outside the door listening for the perfect time to chime in to solve some kind of problem we're having. This has happened like half a dozen times at least.
Has something happened?
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum. During Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged, and its garrison reduced to a fraction of its former strength. Not long after our forces withdrew, however, their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Castrum's sentry. They now seek to rebuild, and to this end they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant.
Yeah, I still don't know them by name.
Having lost the Empire's support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight like desperate men. Though I have dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scion's aid in the defensive effort.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals.
And it's gonna work, damn it.
Well then, consider me inveigled. I won't lie, the crystals you speak of sound perfect, so the Garleans have to go. Besides, we can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Arceans will next appear.
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
Though you have become a crystal brave, you are yet a scion, Alphino. we could hardly refuse you. Pray, join the Crystal Braves and lend them your support. Thancred and Papalymo shall accompany you. Ida and Y'shtola, in the meantime I would have you assist Moonbreeder. Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Garlean threat has been eliminated.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments on white orosite.
This guy's
Thank
never
you,
going to actually
Oriange.
get involved.
Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you are
If you don't
able.
mind, I'm going to go back
Go
to
well.
researching and
Be
reading.
safe.
I do actually feel like I know like nothing about that guy. I feel like I've at least learned a little bit about everybody else, but... Not him. Is that like... Is he gonna have an important role later in the story? It'd be cool, he seems interesting. Twould seem that events have once more conspired to rob us of rest and recuperation. Though I would wish it otherwise, I must ask that you hurry straight away to the processing plant. The Fourth have already deployed to the area and await the arrival of the Scions. Wilrid will brief you on the developing situation. Meanwhile, I must rendezvous with Captain Ilberd and our headquarters in Ul'dah. I shall take command of our forces there with a lighter heart, knowing... Wow, okay. Knowing that you go to support the front lines. I cannot read tonight. Your duties take you to northern Thanalan, do they not? We too must say our farewells to the Rising Stones for a time. Flamen travels to Ul'dah. We shall serve as her escort. At my daughter's behest, I go to contact certain old acquaintances in the Gilded City. We are beset on all sides by civil unrest and imperial machinations, threatened by primals and troubled by dragons. We need all the allies we can muster. Many of my friends hold positions of power, you see, and it is my hope that they can be convinced to aid the Scion's cause. If past events have taught us anything, then we know that Eorzea must present a united front, or we shall fall. Ah, how extraordinary that my little Asilia has involved in such far-reaching affairs. I'm proud that I might now stand at her side, not only as a mother, but also as a colleague. A colleague with influential connections, but I fear that Ul'dah has become a place of danger even for one so familiar with her streets. Bah! Woe betide the blackguard that so much as glares in your direction, milady. Raw. I beat you up earlier, bro. I can't take you seriously. I shall be well protected, it seems. I'm like stumbling over my words. Shall we be on our way then? Yippee. Alright, bye. You've got me curious about Oriange now. Just one more thing to look forward to in the game, I guess. Oh, there, okay. I was wondering when we were going to end up going there. I've had to pass it like 20 dozen times. Plenty of curious things. Yeah. I mean, what got me into this game originally was actually Y'shtola, because I play Magic, and I really dig her precon. And obviously in A Realm Reborn, she's not wearing the outfit that she has in the precon art. So that was kind of the first thing that kind of brought me in. I'm just not sure how long I'm going to have to wait to figure that out, because, you know, it's either going to be in the next expansion, or I'm going to have to play like 3 expansions ahead, which, I mean, I'm here for it, so... I can't even remember the last time I was this hooked on a game. Why are you hiding over here, brother? Definitely a lot to look forward to. Yeah, I mean... I'm not even... Oh, what's the next expansion? It's not Dawn Trail. Heavensward? I'm not even there yet, and... I'm really excited to get to that, because I really want the Phoenix mount, farming the... Is it like 7 dungeons? And then combining them all together. But... I mean, I'm definitely here for the story. And while off stream, I've been just doing Duty Finder a lot too. And I mean, just running around talking to people in Duty Finder is like, it's just a great time killer in itself. Not that I don't think we can handle the situation, mind you. I've learned a trick or two since that disaster with the Amalja. But returning to the task at hand. The Flames reconnaissance scouts have... Let me clean my glasses. Maybe that's part of them. There's shit all over. Maybe I'm coping and I'm just bad at reading. That's honestly probably what it is. Okay. The Flames reconnaissance scouts have reported Imperial soldiers assembling at Raban's push. Such a force is likely interested in only one thing: getting their hands on the resources found here at the processing plant. The Garleans could begin marching on us at any time. Pray speak with Lieutenant Edelstein that we might coordinate our counter strategy. Oh yeah, 100%. I think it was spread out over a few months, because I actually started playing this game, I couldn't tell you when, but I stopped playing, man, it had to be over 2 months ago at this point. And then I recently came back to it, and it wasn't until probably about a week ago that I had the idea to stream it. I heard that the community really likes its sprouts, so I figured, hey, I mean, I'll stream it if anybody wants to come check it out. It would be here. It's either I stream it or I just sit here in silence playing it myself. I mean, if it's a MMO, I'm sure there are going to be people that want to talk about it, you know what I mean? In the meantime, I will inform the others that you have arrived. No doubt it will be welcome tidings. Hello. Sergeant Pendragon, my soldiers yet tell tales of your deeds during Operation Archon. Would that we could sit a while and reminisce about old times, but I fear there are more pressing matters require your attention. The civilian draughtsmen you see have come across several highly suspicious crates within the boundaries of the processing plant. I had my sappers take a closer look, and our worst fears were confirmed. These boxes contain powerful explosive devices of Imperial design no less. By my order, the Flame Station here are conducting a thorough sweep of the compound as we speak. Though it troubles me that we are unable to apprehend the Imperial spy behind this, I have faith that our men will be able to neutralize the threat for now. In the meantime, our scouts bring troubling news on the latest movements of the Imperial army. I would once again ask for your aid. We've been keeping a close eye on that Garlean garrison, and 'twould seem that Imperials have finally begun to mobilize. According to the reconnaissance report that just came in, the squads seen leaving the castrum are too few in number to effectively take and hold our position. They will likely mount a swift assault and focus on the acquisition of resources. I have, of course, also shared this report with the Crystal Braves. They've decided to take the field to meet the assault head-on. I have apprised your fellow Scions of the situation. I'm heartened to know that they will be joining the effort. Pray report Lieutenant Alian and lend your much welcome strength to the counteroffensive. I'm down to fight some things. Glad to have you with us, Menfina. As I'm sure Lieutenant Edelstein has explained, the Garleans have deployed a small force of Castrum Meridianum. Their main column assembles to the north near Dalamud's talons, but we've also spied several squads attempting to conceal themselves on the approach to the west. They wish you to rush forth and commit to battle with the main column, leaving the detached force free to raid the plant and pillage supplies. Not much of a strategy, but these are desperate men. Captain Ilberd! You can't see me, but I'm saluting him too. Greetings, Scion. I understand the commander bids you and your fellows to come lend a hand to the Braves. With such mighty heroes at its disposal, the 4th should have little trouble contending with aught the Garleans might throw at them. But even you cannot be everywhere at once. The 3rd was getting restless, holed up in Old Doss, so I marched them out here to fill any holes the plant's defenses and add their numbers to your counterattack. The reinforcements are welcome. We have enough soldiers now to divide our own forces safely and engage the enemy far beyond the walls. Aye, 'twould be best to avoid staging a battle anywhere near this much ceruleum. Let's take the fight to the Garleans. A wise course indeed. I shudder to think of the consequences should any of the storage tanks be exposed to fire. If there are no objections, the Scions shall join the 4th and give battle to this main column. You're with the 3rd then, Warrior of Light. Your job will be to intercept these squads hiding out in the west and prevent them from reaching the processing plant. When you're ready to proceed, report to Lieutenant Yu Hase. I'm going to assume that's how it's pronounced. His scouts should have a rough idea of where the Imperials have concealed themselves by now. Oh, I'd be correct? Awesome. I feel like half the names I'm pronouncing wrong, but what can you do, right? A pleasure to be fighting at your side once more, Scion. Our operations invariably succeed when you're around, and victories are wont to pave the road to greater coin. Now, this detached force we've been sent to eliminate has split into smaller squads, the better to conceal themselves within the terrain, hereabouts. I've never seen that word in my life. I imagine we'll need to split ourselves up as well to cover more ground and make sure we root out all these would-be raiders. And seeing as you're an army unto yourself, I've assigned you your own areas to scour clean of enemy soldiers. This will be a simple search and destroy. We'll rendezvous back here whenever the task is done. Happy hunting, Scion. Let's go fight something. Take my baby into the front lines. Oh. This will probably be quicker. what am I doing? I'm hitting a million buttons and they're all wrong. Oh, I'm so glad I can't go off the edge. Dude, I feel like Dragoon isn't even the most complicated one when it comes to the buttons either. I feel like it's rather straightforward. And I still mess up the rotation a lot. Huge damage. You seem grim, Scion. I'll take that to mean that between us, more than a few Garleans won't be making it back to Castrum. These Imperials, though, they certainly made us earn our pay. I would be a happy man if I never had to tussle with another of those Magitech horrors. It is time we bid this war-torn land farewell. I will contact the 4th and let Lieutenant Alian know the West is now clear. I would appreciate it if you would do the same when you report to Lieutenant Edelstein. Badly in dungeons? No, I do. I gotta admit, I do. Sometimes. Usually it's not so bad that... It's not so bad that I'm like, you know, basically not even there as like a DPS. It's usually just like an extra button click to get back on track, but it's, it definitely happens in dungeons. Sergeant Pendragon, what news of the Garleans? Their raiding parties are no more than excellent. I mean, we still kill the boss at the end, so it can't be too bad. The Amagina engineers will be most relieved to hear that the plant is no longer in any immediate danger. Thank you again for your assistance. Concern for Motridus Holgate. You must be anxious for word of your fellows. Lieutenant Alian has also reported a sound victory over the main column and informs me that the Scions have already turned their attention to other duties. All but one, that is. The Rogadin lady with the large axe, 'twould appear she has chosen to remain at the site of the battle. I know not what task keeps her from returning to civilization, but northern Thanalan is no place to wander alone, even for a capable sort such as her. I would certainly feel better about things if you could check on her before you continue on your way. I can do that. Like they're buffering? I mean, even being pretty new to MMOs, like I played a very, very brief amount of World of Warcraft when I was like 10 years ago. I just tried to hit her, by the way. Besides that, this is really kind of my first experience with it. I'd say I'm doing pretty good.
Hold on, I won't be a second. The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe. I know. As Urianger never tires of reminding me. An axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes.
Axes
to hear
are
my
pretty cool.
mother tell it, I came into this world holding one.
That could not have been
And it's
comfortable.
not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea. Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it? Aye, that ought to do it. So far, so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting. Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed? The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether, which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade. I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
She senses me. A useful talent.
I don't think I've heard this voice yet.
Anasian, are they onto us?
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Sharlayan. Keeper of knowledge, seeker of truth, meddler.
I don't know what the hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
Your instincts serve you well. But come, be not unsettled on my account. That lovely brow was not made for frowns. But I waste my breath. Let me direct my words to one who understands them. We meet at last, warrior of light. I am Nabriales.
Nice to meet you.
And you have long been a thorn in my side. I suffered the overweening presence of La Habrea that men might host the power of gods.
Oh, a
only
raid?
for you to undo my hard work.
That was the last thing I was expecting right now. What in the world? 5 people. Wow. Hello. How are you? How are the raiders? Well, that's probably not gonna work.
Oh, bugger.
Do settle down. You
good?
must concede
Awesome.
that I acted in
We're just playing some
self-defense.
Realm Reborn after story here. Yeah. Pretty early on here. That's what we were talking about earlier.
But what?
I've liked it so far, so.
I do not sense the blessing of light. Oh dear. Could it be that frail Hydelin has forgotten her champion? This I did not foresee.
Sorry, I'm just trying to listen to him right now.
Shorn of light as you are, you
Try
are
not to
no
fall behind
longer
on the
a
story.
threat. And better yet, the seal is broken. Now is the time to claim the staff.
I do have a dragon now.
With it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiac's right hand.
What did
Okay.
that bastard want with us? Nabrialis, he calls himself. With charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet, unconscious. But this staff, you say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff.
Lucifer, that's what I've heard. The main kind of consensus I've heard is that base A Realm Reborn, people don't care too much for, but I've heard it really picks up going into Heavensward. I've heard Heavensward is insanely good too. I think one of the things I've seen the most about Final Fantasy Online is, you know, like, wait for Heavensward, just get to Heavensward. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm really excited to get there. So he wasn't talking about the staff that she had.
He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Soir's staff.
A Yap Reborn? You're not wrong, yeah. I mean, the one thing I remember from it was just the amount of fetch quests.
Minfilia's in danger.
Oh, the one behind her desk. Okay. So that is Louis Soir's. It's one of my favorite expansions. I think I've only heard good things about it. So I mean, it's a sick name too. I imagine Heavensward has some like significance on what the expansion's actually going to be about. Just right now, at least, I have no idea what that might be. Oh, Rising Stones. That's right. What even are all the expansions? I know there's Heavensward, Shadowbringers. Is that what the next one's called? I know there's Dawn Trail. There's definitely more than that, but I can't think of them. Stormblood? Did I say that, or did I say something else? Did I say Stormbringers? See, I've heard that that one isn't as good. I mean, there's only one way to find out. Then Shadowbringer, then Endwalker, then Dawntrail. Okay. I got quite a bit ahead of me, is what I'm hearing. Why do we have suspenseful music? You see something? Master Louis Soir's staff is kept in the solar, isn't it? Quickly now. Run! I guess she did say that Minfilia's in danger. Oh no! We were too late. Oh.
You too!
Hello.
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull, and quite incapable of barring my entry.
It's been a long time since you've seen the cutscene. I mean, that's why I decided to start streaming it, man. I figured instead of just playing it in my room in the dark by myself, I would, you know, let everybody else kind of get in on it if they wanted to. Also, he said we were able to divine his intent. He just told us he wanted the staff. There wasn't much divining to be done.
What do you mean?
You truly do not know? Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you. The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain. My kind, I say, though it had no power over the lights
see why the staff is
of
important?
La Habrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only...
It belongs to Louis Soir. All I know about Louis Soir is he was the guy that saves you in the opening cutscene. So, I mean, I've already got some respect for the guy. He literally saved, I'm pretty sure, the player character's life. The player character's the brown-haired dude in the cutscene, right? My kind, I say. Okay.
But I need look no longer. Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the next rejoining.
Yeah, that old dude is like, Yamamoto from Bleach. Hell, I haven't seen Bleach. I've told my buddy that I've been wanting to watch it, but so much has been coming out. Have you seen Fate Strange Fake? That's what I'm into right now. God damn, that show is so good.
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
So the Isle of Val is the one that just disappeared without a trace, right? So the rejoining has something to do with their disappearing? Let's say Gilgamesh... Okay, well... Okay, interesting. He's another guy that I'm really excited to learn more about. Because you know that when they tell his story, it's going to get crazy. Bro, stay in one spot.
You will not harm her!
Gilgamesh is badass, by the way. I love that guy. There's not really a Fate character that I don't like, though. All of their designs are so good.
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
The staff is but a broken relic, a memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
Apparently it's not just a broken relic if he wants it so bad.
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed?
The key. Yeah, dude, when you see Gilgamesh, you know that you're gonna hear the word mongrel at least half a dozen times. And it's awesome every single time. If I could give up everything I have just for Gilgamesh to like manifest in real life right next to me, call me a mongrel one time, I'd have to think about it. I'm not gonna lie. His VA in JP really nails the vibe of main character. See, I watch it in dub just because I'm not opposed to watching it in sub, but if I watch it in dub, then I can actually watch the animation as opposed to kind of trying to read it and watch it at the same time. I can just kind of appreciate it more because I'm a huge animation guy. I don't know if you've seen Fate Zero, but the Saber Alter versus Rider is probably one of my favorite anime fights of all time. It's just such a gorgeous fight. Also, he called it a key, so...
The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power. Together with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings. How else do you think Louis Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals?
Oh. That's kind of a crazy thing it can do. Okay.
Summoning requires
Yeah, that's
not
pretty
only
strong.
prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow this staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
I think he might try to take you up on that.
Insufferable woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it. Very well. If you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
Well, that's not good. Okay. Are we gonna like... Okay.
After them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
It's staying open just long enough for you to go through. The chrysalis. So far in the story, the Ascians have kind of just been going where they please. So, walking around like they own the place. Sorry, Moonbreeder. Just gonna step right over you. Now we get to wait 5 whole minutes. Oh, this is an 8, man. We only knew about the rejoining. What do you mean? Like, pertaining to the Ascians? Like what I said about them? That's fair, yeah. If it's gonna spoil, definitely don't. I've been fortunate enough that I haven't seen, like, really any spoilers. The only thing that I got spoiled for me was that we were gonna, go up in the tower and talk to Midgardstormer, but all I knew about that is that it happened. I didn't know the circumstances or anything around that. And now that we're past that, I mean, I'm just going in blind for the rest of it. I guess I'll just keep doing my other jobs. Oh, I should... I live near a train. I'm not sure if you guys could hear that or not. Excellent work, Minfina. That bastard Amir Amar felt so appallingly guilty he rushed over to beg my forgiveness in person. I have witnessed some groveling in my time, but his was truly a truly masterful display. Bowing, stuttering, sniveling, it had it all. Oh, how I wish you had seen it, Minfina, a proud old Don merchant humbled by a circle of toed leather. You've improved more than I thought. Now all we have to do is find who's making this Angerboth dross. Our contrite friend said that he had been told it was a new Gridanian brand, but no one here has heard of it. A new Gridanian brand, snort. It's obvious they mean to capitalize on our good name. I'd like to meet the man who made that toad leather. Actually, Minfina, should you happen across him in your travels, I'd consider a personal favor if you would flay the skin from his back and make me a pair of soles, so that I can grind him to the dirt every single day. Holy shit, dude. Chill out. Have you heard the story about why 1.0 failed? I don't know the specifics. All I've seen is that there's like a 10-minute video on YouTube of the guy like walking around the world and then watching the end like cutscene. And just from that video alone, you could tell that it was kind of a buggy mess, and it looked a lot worse than this. But beyond that, that's pretty much it. There's a documentary about it. If you want to link that, I will 100% watch it later. I'm down. If you're in a spot to do that. What am I doing here? There we go. There you are, Minfina, just the leather worker I was looking for. Well, one of several I would consider asking, but that's beside the point. Anyway, I have a task for you. Mere moments ago, we received an older gentleman who demanded that we give his commission priority. Needless to say, I refused him without hesitation and had him thrown out. In retrospect, however, I believe his forwardness may have owed more desperation than mere impatience. Could you perhaps speak with the client on my behalf? I'm told he was last seen heading east in the direction of the market stalls. Of course, he may have gone further than that, but being an energetic adventurer, I'm sure you'll find him eventually. Okay, I'll link it. Yeah, if you want to do that, I'll definitely watch it after I get off here. It's over by the Lancers Guild. Oh, awesome. Let's go. One reason it was so bad, the 1.0, the flower pot got the same pixel count as the player's character, and the other one is the UI. I think that does sound familiar, actually. I mean, why? Surely somebody saw that and said, like, this isn't well optimized. I feel like there's no reason that you would ever have to... What are we doing here? We're gonna fight him? They kind of rushed the 1.0. Kill the tier. Oh, okay. Sorry, we gotta get down to business now. I feel like I'm definitely gonna die to something in this fight. I'm really bad about seeing, like, the splashes on the ground and not knowing if I should or should not stand. What is that? I don't know what's going on, I'll be completely honest. Alternate to the woods. See, yeah, I'm not sure what that means. Will he do it again? Oh, wow. I promise I'm good at this game somewhat. Specifically when I'm doing a raid the second or third time around and I know what's going on. Okay. I could do this. Since 2014? I wish I'd been playing that long. I think I have maybe like a week in-game time. Okay, you said alternate levels. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't know what that means. I hope I'm winning. I hope I'm... I'm slow. Get a debuff. Die like the black mage. Alternate what though? Like do I hit them or like alternate them like reaching him? Just running into him? Just watch. I think I get it, because there's like the blue ones and then the red ones. I'm gonna assume I should stand here. That. Non-tanks. Oh, okay. So don't stand in the thing I was standing in. Okay. My excuse is first time. And he's about to die, so... You know what? I did good enough. The question is, was good enough good at all? The answer might be no, but he's still dead. Great job? Okay, thank you. Yippee! Where do you send the link? I mean, if it'll let you, if you just want to put it in the chat. If it doesn't let you do that, if you just want to type the channel. Oh, there, okay. It's a very good documentary.
You're safe.
If it's the one I'm thinking of, I might have seen the beginning of it, but I think I had something I had to do, so I stopped watching it like 2 minutes in. Because I do want to know more about 1.0. It's a 1-hour video. Is there like multiple parts to it? Yeah? Okay, I think it is the one I'm thinking of.
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come?
I'll just best you again. Probably watch a guide, so I'm not completely lost, since I've already done the fight now. That's one thing I don't know if I want to do or not. I would love to go into all of them blind.
Light no longer holds
and I think for the ones that I
sway.
haven't done, I will.
I may return
just for the experience.
whensoever I wish, again and again and again.
But being just straight up
Eventually,
lost for a bunch of the mechanics
you will
isn't
falter,
really
and
enjoyable
the
to me.
staff will be mine. Until next time, Scions.
Because I don't remember which fight it is. But there's one where there's like blue circles appear on the ground. And, you know, like an area of effect circle on the ground. I try to avoid it. There are guides on YouTube, yeah.
There will be no next time. This is the end.
What, are you about to morph into a Power Ranger? Why are you... Imagine he just teleported away, like he didn't give a shit. In-game are willing to teach new people. Yeah, and I think that's why I'm gonna stay blind for a lot of it. Because I do think it would take away from the experience if I just watched a guide for all of the fights.
No. No. Cannot. No.
So I do want to do all of them at least once blind. And who knows, maybe after I do it that first time, and I get a good idea for it, then I
Use
can
Tuke
just...
Samati to gather ether. Quickly, before he breaks free.
Maybe I'll prove myself wrong and I'll enjoy going into it again, you know what I mean? For the high-end raids, I feel like you kind of have to for the high-end raids. Because at that point, people kind of expect you to know what you're doing, unless it just came out.
Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light.
At that point, it's like end game. So I don't... Like, I could absolutely see why you'd want to watch a guide for those. That's the idea, though. I would like to eventually get into, like, the really difficult ones. But as you just witnessed, we're still a bit far away from that. Call to mind the time that you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light. Oh.
Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
Damn it. So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
And then Alphanaud comes in with another beam of light. I'm just guessing. Raids can be fun. But, well, there are still some people who think they're the main character. You're gonna get that everywhere. You just kind of... You're gonna have to deal with them for, like, you know... I don't know how long the in-game raids are, but you deal with them for a raid and then you never see them again. It is what it is. Just ignore them. Yeah, that's the best thing to do.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me! I shall make you pay for your insolence!
Please, Mother Heidelin, hearken
The
to our plea.
blacklist thing.
Lend us your divine light.
Is that just like a block function? That's what it sounds like.
Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
I found more and more, I think, especially on Xbox, if I get like a toxic message or something, it is so much more fun to just block them. Like, I used to entertain it, and I used to, there used to be some back and forth, but I've just grown out of it. It's just not, like, why? Why spread negativity? Why, I guess let it, not let it fester, but keep lighting it again? I don't know. You know what I mean. Why be toxic when you can just exist?
More ether.
Is Moonbreeder gonna main character up right now? Is she gonna shoot her own Miku beam?
What are you doing?
Master Louisoix, I understand now the choice you made. In death, there is life. Farewell, Urianger. You damned old coot.
No, we're getting the character sacrifice? Oh no.
Moonbreeder! No! You mustn't!
What? No! It cannot end! I am eternal! I am immortal!
We lack the power in this part of the story, but not anymore. It only took a side character. We didn't know her long, but she was cool though. I liked her character. I'm assuming she's dead. I feel like there's not much really left up to interpretation there.
She's gone.
Just the idea of where the story could go in the span of, what, like 5 more expansions?
You did it, my friend. The Ascian is dead. This device is a legacy of Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
Uh-huh.
Minfilia, are you all right?
I am.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
I'm gonna see the difference in the storytelling when I progress further. You know, that's something I didn't even think about. How the actual presentation of the story would evolve. There is one thing I was wondering. Does the amount of voiced segments pick up throughout the expansions, or does it stay roughly the same?
She gave her
life
like to temper the blade of light.
The part in the story we're at right now, there's a lot,
I have no
but
words.
not really sure, but I think it's somewhat in between. I mean, I don't mind it too much. Because I play quite a lot of games that are not voiced at all. So even the important segments being voiced are pretty nice.
Rather than await the inevitable,
I do know that
she
apparently
took her fate into her own hands.
Minfilia's voice actress gets replaced in Heaven's Ward.
Does Urianger know?
Which is a bit unfortunate, because I do like how she sounds now.
My friend, there is something I must tell you.
And Alpha Nod?
I heard all, my lady. The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens.
Uber
Yet
danger.
her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day.
Dude, I know like nothing about him.
Moonbreeder hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not?
I want to like him, but I'm just sitting here looking at him. I'm like, man, you are here, and you are a side character. And that's about the extent of knowledge I have on this guy right now. He likes books.
Long ago, far across the seas in the Charlean motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louis Soir. Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. This sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands.
You're still in A Realm Reborn. Yeah, I'm not saying that it's not like... I'm not saying that I think I should know more right now. I mean, we got to give all of the characters the proper time to really get known, right? But I'm kind of happy with the bit of a slow burn that it has started as. I feel like when we get to the really heavy hitting parts later in the later expansions, it's gonna mean a lot more because we took this time to really like get into it, you know what I mean? One reason A Realm Reborn was long, they were preparing for Heaven's Ward. So this is all just set up for the first expansion. I gotta stop talking about it because I'm actually like, I'm getting giddy for Heaven's Ward right now.
In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hitherto the heart of
It's gonna have a, it's got a high bar to clear because everybody's talking it up.
The realm spared its doom.
The Circle
This
of Knowing.
great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning,
Estinian?
and of meddling in the course of history.
Are you talking about the, like, the guard commander guy? Oh, the Azure Dragoon. Yeah. No, I think my Dragoon right now is level like 57 or something. Yeah. I was thinking of like the guard NPC. If you played Final Fantasy 16, I have not. This is... I've mostly played this one, and I played a small amount of 7. Not much, though. I got spoiled for 7 recently, so I wasn't too happy about that, but I was looking up different renditions of One-Winged Angel, so I was kind of walking into it, to be honest. Looking up different stuff about it. Interesting. See, I'm a really big fan of voice actor just stuff. Since I watch a lot of anime, it's like a lot of the voices that I know are a lot of the same people a lot of the time. It's just really cool to see stuff like that.
When he left Charlean behind, Master Louis Soir gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence.
I have not played Metal Gear Solid. I haven't played a lot of like the heavy hitter games that everybody knows. Just to be completely honest with you. Let's see, I play a lot of like like round-based multiplayer games. Like I've dumped a ton of hours into like Dead by Daylight, just stuff like that. Like I play a lot of games with my brother. A while back I was playing Arc Raiders with a few of my friends.
Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her.
He's the reason you're a big gamer now. That's awesome. Let's see, I'm trying to think of how I kind of got into gaming. You know, I don't think I could answer that. I don't remember when I started. All I know now is it's taken over my life, really. If I'm not at work, I'm on one of my consoles or on my laptop or something. Lately, it's been Final Fantasy. Been trying to get my buddies to join me playing it, but the furthest I got was getting one of my friends on, and he made a character, played for like an hour, said, yeah, this is pretty cool, and he hasn't been on since. It's Final Fantasy II. See, I saw that the original Final Fantasy was on Game Pass, and I actually really considered downloading it. I think it would be cool to eventually play through all of them, but man, that would take a lot of time. She's confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders were heaped upon him after passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her.
For years upon end, she knew not what to believe. Torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louisoix I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louisoix hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence.
So she thought that he like cast her out, but he was really just kind of like letting her fly free, I guess.
Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louisoix's wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer.
Final Fantasy X have one of the best story, and it's one of my favorite Final Fantasy games. I've seen, because I originally got into Final Fantasy from the Magic set, like I said earlier, and a lot of the character designs, like, they're so interesting, they're so unique. And it really does make me want to play all of the games, even though the magic art for a lot of them is actually better than the graphics of most of them. Like you'll see this really cool like paladin or knight in one of the magic card arts, and then you'll go to the game that they're from, it'll be like a 16-bit little guy.
Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort.
Although I will say,
and now she hath gone to her rest.
I saw
with doubt still in her heart.
there was like some art from the first Final Fantasy game that looks kind of like the old like Japanese art. And man, oh, if I had like loads of money, I would want to hire the person that drew that, assuming they're still around. I don't know who drew it, but just in that theme, I love those. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about or not. If you like turn-based, play the old Final Fantasy games. I love turn-based. I originally didn't think I did, but then I played I don't know if you're like a gacha player or anything, but I played Honkai Star Rail, and that made me fall in love with turn-based. And I played a little bit of Expedition 33, but when I started playing it, I wasn't really in the mood for like a single-player game, so I kind of dropped it immediately. I do want to eventually go back and play it though. Now she has gone to her rest with doubt still in her heart. That's sad, bro.
Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louis'
she did do
will
that
before the end? The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her.
Yoshitaka Amano. Yeah, I want to look up more of their work, because just from the one that I saw from, I think it was the Xbox Store, like, gallery for the game, man, it is really, like, honestly just breathtaking. I don't even know how to describe it. It's almost like uniquely familiar, I guess. It makes me want to collect the cards that sort of art is on. Probably cost an arm and a leg,
gave
though.
her life
That's
that we
just how
might
magic
possess
is.
the means to defeat the Asians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Ether and see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
Symphony of the Night. Literally all of the Castlevania art is so good. I am a Kojima. I'm gonna look these names up later, cause just something about art, man. Especially if it's a kind of like a unique style. I'd love to have a poster of that sort of thing. I have a bunch of like displays. I got one of Fate, I got one from Elden Ring Night Rain, and I have one, I actually have one of Y'shtola, because it's, I don't know if it's like a brush or what, but the style that it's in, as soon as I saw it, I was like, I have to have this. The way she drew Alucard was hella good. Yeah, you said, I'm not gonna lie, you said Alucard and I thought of Hellsing. That's one of my favorite animes ever. Just a badass vampire just shooting things. And that's really cool. OP? Yeah, for sure. I love how basically every fight that he was in, he just let them demolish him, and then he was like, oh yeah, by the way, that didn't do anything. Here's my chance to aura farm. He's also, I don't know, just nuts. Flying the, like the plane into the ship when Rip Van Winkle was doing her thing. How out there do you have to be to just go, okay, I need an antagonist for this show about a vampire who just, you know, the whole plot is basically he just fucks shit up. What would be the best possible like thing for him to antagonize? And then they went, Nazis. The SR-71, I forget what it was called. Yeah, that thing. We shall gather in Charlayan Manor to celebrate Moonbrida's life and mourn her passing. Complete. I heard determination's pretty important. I'll do that one. Vampire Nazis. Yeah, if it couldn't get any crazier, the Nazis are vampires. They're fake vampires. So you tell me, is this a good place to stop? Do you think I should... Am I kind of gonna... wow. Am I gonna kind of like mess up the... Am I in kind of a bad spot to stop? A good spot to stop? Okay. Yeah. I think I'm gonna call it there then. I've been on here for about 3 hours. So... Hey man, it was fun talking to you. I mean, hey, follow next time I go live. I think I'm gonna be here tomorrow, so since you still have a long way, I just didn't want to stop and like I didn't want it to immediately pick back up. You know what I mean? So figured I'd ask the player that started playing in, you said 2014. Figured you might know, since you're also. Yeah. Head out there real quick. But yeah, I appreciate you sticking around talking to me. So, it's the whole reason that I started doing this. I'm hoping to maybe chop it up a little bit, put it on YouTube. So. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate... I already said that, you know what I mean. I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate it, dude. Like I said, that was not what I was expecting. Like, 5 people, for me, is like, I might as well have 100 people. So I was pleasantly surprised, so I appreciate it. Alright, well, see ya, man.